aquí.
Sí, ya puse. Yeah. So today we went to Parque del Río porque he escuchado o he oído que es así en este tiempo de como Navidad. El parque normalmente es muy bonito, pero en este momento por la Navidad es muy diferente. Entonces quería ver y estoy con mi amiga.
Hola.
Ella me está ayudando con grabar y ya, vamos. Walking around for a bit, and this is one of the coolest parts because it's like a little darker. You know, like I don't know. So all the different parts, the places of this park represent like a different region of Colombia. So we were just walking through all these lights. A lot of it looked the same to me because I've been recording it, but I think this is really cool. I don't know, just the way it looks with the darkness and stuff. Like it's like some Suicide Squad shit. I think it's dope. Salúdame. All right, today we're back at my favorite park. Oh, there he is. Hey, there he is. Today I want to talk about Christmas here in Colombia. So ever since I've been here in January, I've heard everybody talk about December here and how it's super lit. Yeah, it's true. And the reason for that is because in December, it's when the rainy season ends. Imagine if you had summer vacation and Christmas combined, and that's exactly how it is here. Because not only is like the weather really good for the whole entire month, but all the schools are off for this month only as well. All the lights are up. It's such an interesting thing because I'm normally used to like cold, right? Because in the United States, December is around winter and winter gets really cold. But here it's like warm and beautiful and sunny. And it's just like a completely different vibe and I think is really interesting. So I was going to film what Christmas was going to be like with my friends. We were planning a party, we were planning on doing something, but obviously now everything is shut down. We're kind of back in like, it's not quarantine, but we have like a curfew, so we can't really celebrate New Year's or Christmas. Understandably so, I get it. What I wanted to talk about was something that happened on my birthday. And oh man, you guys are gonna love this story. Okay, so full disclaimer, I've been pretty interested in like the sex and porn industry for a while. I actually was seeing a webcam model for a little bit, and I'll save that for another time. Because that's like an interesting story in itself. You know, sometimes I thought about doing it, getting into porn or, you know, making some of that OnlyFans money. I feel like there's like a lot of weird stigma around sex still, which is really weird because, you know, it's such a natural part of human nature. And one of the things I like about Colombia is that they're pretty open with it, or just like Latin people in general. Obviously it has its problems because there's a lot of like underage pregnancies here, but you know, I still think it's really weird that sex is so stigmatized. So it started the day before my birthday. I went to go withdraw some money to pay some bills and stuff. And I withdrew all the money I needed, but something told me that I needed to withdraw 2 extra 50 mil bills. And then my birthday, it was super awesome, man. Like I just treated myself. I ate some really good food. I went to go shopping for myself. I bought these shoes, $140 shoes. I've never spent that much money on shoes before, but I felt like I deserved it, you know? I had my cleaning lady come, and as she was cleaning, I don't know why this idea came into my head, but I wanted to do like a massage, but like a happy ending massage. And since prostitution is legal here, I figured, you know, this would be the place to do it. So after my cleaning lady finished, I got all the cash I could, and it was around 210 mil. And on the way there, I saw these 3 guys at a stoplight. They were juggling. So not only were they juggling, there were 3 guys that were like balanced on top of each other, and the guy at the bottom was juggling machetes. So I was like, dude, all right, this is crazy. So I donated the 10 bill, and I was left with 200. And it's really interesting because I was doing my research online, and I found the address, and I showed up, and I was like, is this the right place? Because it was on a main street, but from the outside, there's like no signs or anything, obviously. I walk up and it's just this building with the number, a doorbell, and there was like this lady outside of the door like watering plants. So as I approached the building, the lady asked me, okay, how can I help you? ¿Cómo te puedo ayudar? And I said, estoy buscando por un masaje. And she was like, okay, buen pueda. It looked like a regular massage parlor, and they had, you know, the clocks on the walls, you know, from like Tokyo, New York, LA, London, those kind of things. And I talked to the madame, and she was like, okay, so here's the price. If you want just like a blowjob, it's like 90 mil, 30 minutes. If you want like sex in an hour, that's gonna cost 140 mil. So I was like, oh, okay. Paid her 150, so I had 50 mil left. You know that scene in Rush Hour where Chris Tucker is like picking all those girls. It was kind of like that. After that, all the girls started parading out, and it's interesting. They were just in robes, and they would just undress. They would show their body. They would say their name and their number, which, you know, I didn't fucking remember. And then you would just pick one, and then they would take you into the room. So I picked the one that I want, and she brings me into the room, and I'm still like super nervous about these things. So I actually did this once before when I was in Amsterdam, because, you know, when you're in the red light district, you gotta do it. But for some reason, you know, my heart was pounding. I had to smoke a lot of weed just so I can get in the mindset that like this was okay. She took me into the room and she put some music on. She starts dancing, you know, I start touching her. We do all the things. But really, I just wanted like a actual massage, and I'm used to like getting massages from, you know, old Chinese people when I was back in the States, and they do it the best. Her massage was like okay, and eventually, after a little bit, obviously, it kind of leads into sex. She starts giving me a blowjob, all that stuff. But a little bit into it, I couldn't really get into it, to be completely honest. I was just like, it just felt really weird. Afterwards, I was just like, hey, you know, like, can you just like massage me and stuff? So she was just massaging me, and I was like touching her. In the beginning, well, I asked her if she was Spice, and she said yes. And it's really interesting because, you know, as the night was going on, there was this one moment where the NSYNC song, This I Promise You, came on to the radio, but it's like the Spanish version, which, you know, I know like NSYNC has that Spanish album or whatever, but her and I, we were like singing the song at the same time, and she was singing the Spanish version, I was singing the English version, but it was just like this weirdly, like really weirdly intimate moment. After that, she started telling me about her life. We just started talking, and she told me that she's actually not from here. She's from a little pueblo, and she moved here because there's a lot more opportunity for money here. She came here by herself with her 2 daughters, and she lives with this other girl who takes care of the daughters too while she's working. And I don't know, man, like that story just kind of made me rethink a lot of things, because I was like, one, I really appreciate her being honest with me. You know, she wasn't Paisa, but she only said that because like people kind of fetishize it. It just made me realize like, damn, you know, these people are only doing this because they don't have any other choice. And she just started literally like 3 days before she saw me. I asked her, you know, how's it work? And she says, no, like it's really hard, you know. Some of the people that come in here, they treat them really poorly. And I'm just like, dude, I can only imagine. And the whole entire experience kind of just really put like a really bad, sour taste in my mouth for pornography and prostitution and everything. So, you know, I do want to try it again in the future, maybe, but like at this moment in time and how I'm feeling right now, like I'm just kind of really grossed out by it. And even when I watch porn, I'm just kind of like, damn, I don't know if like they're really into it or they're just doing it because they have no other options, you know? That just really opened my mind, because I was like, God damn. You know, I am so blessed that I don't have to go through this shit. I came here to this country, but I was able to do it on my terms, and yeah, I struggled, but at least I don't have to sell my body just for money, you know? Yeah, bro, I don't know. It was a very interesting experience. So the 50 mil that I had left in my pocket, I gave it to her, and I just felt like it was the right thing to do. I don't know. Something that I really appreciate about this Christmas specifically is that I'm in a good place financially where I can give to others and really donate and help other people. And that's what I've been doing. I bought gift cards for my cleaning lady and all the doormen, the girl that cleans the apartment as well, like the building. I don't know, it's not so much like the money. I think you should just always take care of people that take care of you. And what I've noticed is that when you treat people well like that, they are more inclined to want to help you and want to, you know, work for you. And for me, the way I see people that work for me, it's like, yeah, you're working for me, but I see you as an equal, you know. And if I, oh shit. And I've been very blessed where I have the money and I can afford to live here and I can live on my own. And I know some people are just really struggling, you know, like my cleaning lady, she's Venezuelan, and she's trying to support her daughter, and she's separate from her husband as well. The thing that I'm learning this year, and specifically with this Christmas, if you have an opportunity to give, you should definitely do it. As I was leaving, I didn't have any cash left, so I had to order a Didi. And as the Didi rolled through, he asked me, he's like, hey, can you pay with cash? And I told him, no, I can't, I don't have any cash on me. And he's like, okay, that's fine, come on through. I was gonna pay with card either way. And as we were going home, he was on this FaceTime call, and then I saw who it was, and it turns out he was FaceTiming his daughter. His story was the same thing. He's separated from the mom, the daughter's living with the mom, and he's just living here on his own, trying to make enough money so he can support himself and eventually so buy some nice things for his daughter. I didn't have any cash at the time, but we were talking and I was really touched by his story. So he brought me home and I told him, hey, like if you take me to a restaurant afterwards, because I was gonna go eat, I can grab some cash from my apartment and I can pay you cash that way. And he's like, okay, yeah, that'd be great. But he took me to the restaurant and it only cost like $5 mil, the fare, but I gave him the other 50 that I withdrew the day before. And I just told him like, hey man, you know, this is I don't know why God is telling me to give you this, but I hope you have a really good Christmas and I hope you buy something nice for your daughter. You should have seen the look on his face when he got the money, man. He was like, no way. And I told him, yeah, man, like, please, you know, you're a good guy. You know, I was very touched by you and your daughter, and I hope that you can have like a really good Christmas. I've just learned a lot of things this year about the generosity of people, how hard it is if you feel like you're going through this alone. Man, life's already hard enough as it is. When we're in a position where we can help people, you know, and I've been blessed where I've gone through a really rocky year, you know, just to get to where I'm at right now, but I'm in a good position now and I'm financially good and I'm in a place where I can give and help other people, and just like other people have helped me. And I think that's the overall message of Christmas in general. So I hope you guys enjoy this story, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.